everyone, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget, give us a little thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend. All right, so on the docket today, we have Married at First Sight, Australia, Season 12, Episode 31 and 32. Um, we're finishing off the homestays and ending off the week with a raucous dinner party. What did you think about the last two episodes, Jamal?
Whiplash.
Yeah.
Between Ryan and Jackie, I was going back and forth. I'm like, okay, I see where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from. Yeah, you have a point here. Yeah, you got a point there. But in the end, I want to be Team Ryan on this one. In the end.
um, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let me take this off. Jamal, we've been saying from the jump that they need to go. We're tired of them. But honestly, they have provided a lot of fun
But
this
I
season.
agree. But with them, well, I come to the conclusion is, and I think I told you this as well,
Mhm.
that I will watch them if they had their own show. Like
Yes, you did
if it
say
was
that.
just them, if it was just them, I'd be here for it. But in the context of this show, it's like you need to go.
Yes, and here's why. Like she you could tell like what she was saying wasn't just rolling off of his back anymore. It was cutting deep and not into his Dungeons and Dragons warrior rah mentality. Like it cut him as a man,
Right.
and like I didn't like that. Like he wasn't playing along anymore, if that makes sense. Because that's how I felt. Like they have been like in this together, doing this foolishness.
But here's the
But
thing, though. I've always said that they were in this together, but he would get frustrated because she would go rogue,
yeah,
and he'd be like stuck, like what? Like he's like, this is not what we discussed. No, 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 no. And he kept trying with her, kept trying with her. And I think when she started taking the digs at his manhood, his beard. Like I think the beard and the manlyhood he could get over, but it's the fact that she belittled his house, belittled his work, trying to say like I don't think you could provide for like a family if something happens to me. And I'm looking at her like, well, ma'am, I'm sorry to put this out here for you, but I'm going to. How are you
mhm.
gonna downplay this man who has his own house before 30 and you living with two roommates in a 1.5 bedroom apartment? What are you talking about here?
Yeah.
I'm
It,
just
weird.
saying because his house was like I'm like, ooh, your house is nice on the
Like I
outside.
said, there you go. On the outside, it's a cute home, and on the inside, it has good bones.
Yes.
It's just the decor that's atrocious, and the cleaning,
Mm-hmm.
decor
That
and cleaning.
I'm like, okay, this here, this is a nice little layout. Okay, good job, Ryan. But it was just like the decor. Um, yeah, like a good power wash and spring summer cleaning, and here we good to go.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Does he allow housekeepers with his warrior mentality? I don't. Well, look, hopefully he will grow up. He's what, 36, 37 now?
Yeah,
Hopefully he will grow up and learn that there are uh cleaning services. Someone said it in the
right.
chat yesterday, get a housekeeper to come in and sort it out. Sort it out. Um
Ooh, a good organizer and a good like cleaning service really help him out.
Okay, so let me step away from work. I'm taking a break. Okay, so in episode 31, we had the wrap up of the homestays. Um, they did the corniest thing with Karina and Paul frolicking through the waves on the beach. And of course, they got the ass shot of her. Whatever. Oh my God. My thought, I watched this super early in the morning and I'm like, why is he struggling to carry her through the water? This is a mess. All right, then we see Ree and Jeff. They've arrived in Melbourne, so they're picking up the news stories in this episode. She said it's the first time she's seeing Jeff's place in the daylight.
In the daylight.
Girl,
I screamed. She had me dying. Like, you know what? You honest. I am not mad at you.
that like, where was that Ree for the entire season? My God. Um, Elsewhere in Melbourne, we have Jamie and Dave. They seem to still be in separate apartments, and we see a whole montage with the sister at the lunch. So now the two of these bobos have decided that they're going to meet at a local pub to see where they stand. I did not understand this at all because did it like I felt like I missed something because how did they make up so quick? And then like he's gonna be moving into her apartment.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, I guess Rayleigh's bouquets hold more power than we thought.
I mm, but did I miss something? Because I watched this very early in the morning on
I mean,
YouTube.
if
And you
you
know,
missed it, if you missed it, I missed it. I'll put it that way.
oh my God, because the bootleggers be bootlegging. So okay, they have a couple of kisses at the table and they're making up. Great. Um, okay, nothing was resolved for me. I feel like I'm still holding a grudge, but whatever. You like it? Okay. Jackie and Ryan, they've left her place and they're now driving to his home. And Jackie don't look happy in this car. She just doesn't. And Ryan is telling her, oh, because Ryan's telling her in the car that he's very proud of the fact that at his age, he has purchased his own home in Sydney. And he also feels that Jackie's being a little condescending because he has a right to feel proud about that.
I'm thinking
Sydney
where
is
he
a
lives.
major city and he has a whole ass home with a dog in a backyard. Good for
And
him.
my thing with him is though also like where his neighborhood does not look cheap.
It's in the suburb. Like Sydney's one
Yeah,
of the most expensive cities in the world. He's living in the suburbs with all of those families and 2.2 kids, you know.
exactly.
And he's making his mortgage payments. Good for him. Um she does say in a talking head that she is looking forward to getting to know him more in his home environment. What the, like okay, girl. You were searching for something to say. Ryan says that he's never had anybody live with him in his home, and now he's bringing his wife Jackie. After this, he might not ever bring anybody else back there.
No,
He thinks that she's gonna love the house. We see the dog first. Fryer is the name of the dog.
Freya.
Freya. Okay.
Hmm.
What is that name?
Oh, I think
Is that from Dungeons and Dragons?
Freya is Nordic mythology.
Oh, okay. Nerd. Oh my God. He thinks that she's going to love his house. That statement told me that he does not know this woman.
Right.
Um, oh my God. I said, we walk in and it's outdated suburban home filled with skulls and his Dungeons and Dragons. Crap, she's horrified to see his fratty life. I said, he ain't even cleaned up that place. Jackie is crying.
Right?
My voice notes sometimes, like when it gets like this, I actually let my feelings come into my voice notes. So I do apologize. Um, she says
Excuse me.
something about she says it was so sweet of him to be so confident to bring her there. That was an insult. That
Mm-hmm.
was an insult. She couldn't be my friend. Mm-mm. And she says she feels bad for him. At one point, she says the house reminds her of an elderly home.
Mm-hmm.
What is she talking? She needs to stop. Oh my God. Anyway, we pop on over to Beth and TJ, and she is taking him to her parents' house in Brisbane. It's the first time she's ever bringing a partner to her family home. Um, she said that it feels weird. It feels weird because this man don't like you and you know it. But I
Exactly.
digress. Um, mm, oh, we get in. Everybody's hugs, kisses, hugs, kisses. She takes him up to the room that they'll supposedly be sharing. And we find out that after the last commitment ceremony, where she brought up the issue regarding him not being attracted to her fear of him not being attracted to her, and him having a difficult time explaining that, um, they went out for dinner and then came back and they were intimate. So she's thinking that a connection is growing because remember he
Right.
stayed on the couch. I need to build this connection with her. So they have sex and she's thinking that it's growing, but it's not. It's only his nose that's growing.
Yeah,
Um,
he should have just told her straight up what she said.
I think he
But
should be
true.
honest with her. I think he's doing himself and her a disservice, and she'll carry this into the next relationship.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, next up, we see Dave moving into Jamie's apartment. He has another stuffed animal for her. Is she so cheap that she can be won over by a stuffed animal?
Yes.
Um, I already told you my suspicions about her apartment. It looks
Mm-hmm.
like a rental. There's no personality regarding Jamie anywhere in that place. But good on her. It's got a spectacular view.
I mean, I looked at it like when you mentioned it yesterday. I was like, okay, let me look at. I saw that ring light you were talking about. I'm like, oh, yeah, there's nothing with Jamie there.
Yeah, just the ring light. And that's for her to do, I guess, influencer crap, letting everybody know how she doesn't live in life.
Hmm.
Do. Next up, we have Ryan and Jackie again. So Ryan is out shopping, and Jackie decides she's going to rearrange all his stuff. You are a guest in his home. Why? So not only that, she goes over to his whiteboard and she starts making a list. And she just keeps on writing to the point like I'm saying like the marker is running out of ink. To me it feels like Jackie doesn't like that dog. That dog is scared of Jackie too. Um he sees the list, like even on the list it said wash the sheets. Hi, so sorry I didn't say hi earlier. I just found. Oh, welcome. Welcome, E17173. Ah! Yes, we are nerds here. We do like mess. And this show, we look forward to it every year. Every year. So, welcome to the tribe. If you like, please subscribe and keep on coming back. Um, so yeah, like I thought it was very disrespectful what she did with moving his stuff. If she was so concerned about clean sheets, go and fucking wash them. You're a
I
guest
knew
in
you
the
was gonna say that too.
Does she have a point about the sword? Yes, because it is an antique, and where he had it, like anybody could go and knock it on the floor and break it. If it's 200 years old, I'm assuming that it's delicate. Like, put it on the wall and showcase it, like you said yesterday. Put it in like a shadow box or some shit like that. Like, I there's some things that she could have suggested to him nicely, but I don't think writing it on his whiteboard was the way to go. And why'd you have to do it while he was gone? Like, for him to come back in a good mood and like
Right.
savor it? I don't know. And why did he leave her alone in his house? What if she had burned it down or something? She's not. I wouldn't leave Jackie alone in my house, honestly.
I want to leave
Um,
Jackie alone on my street.
well, Ryan comes back and sees all of this, and he feels like she's not accepting of him or his lifestyle, which is true. Um, he says butting heads with her is draining, and if she keeps trying to change who he is, it's really hard to see a future with her. And I think he needed to be back on his home turf to like find out where he left his balls, and he's just not taking it anymore. This is where I see the change in Ryan, with her.
Agree. I think what happened, like, I think also what happened is like, given his mindset, the fact that she had the audacity to come in his home, excuse me, and disrespect him, I think that's what sent him over the edge. Really, I think
Hmm.
that's really what just sent him over.
Yeah. Next, we go over to the two other trash bags, Athena and Adrian. They're still in Perth. They're having a picnic on the beach. Adrian still thinks the situation with Cleo is frustrating. He also says he didn't expect to like Perth. And it's amazing. Because remember, he was like, my life is in Sydney. Okay. Athena tells him that her mom really likes him, which we saw, which was problematic for me. Because I'm sure that your other daughter, your other twin, like told you that he was fucking around with Athena. Um, and you still like fall for his thick tongue charm and think he's great. The majority of the women in this family have very bad pickers. That's all I have to say.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. He says that if the experiment comes to an end, it doesn't mean that they come to an end unless they get on the outside. Um, oh my God, it was so hard for me to understand what he was saying that early in the morning. But he wants, he says that there's no assurances whatsoever. Um, and I was just like, wait a minute. She looked like she was agreeing to whatever he was muffling out of his mouth. And I'm like, you have a whole child and you're falling for his thick tongue nonsense. When has she thought about her kid? When? And I mean, when it comes to like Adrian and bringing him into the family. And don't tell me that by not introducing him to the child that she was thinking of him, because that was Cleo who said, you
Right.
ain't good enough for my nephew.
Exactly.
It would have been more polite if Jackie had just left there and then correct. Yes. I mean, even I said as soon as I walked in, I would have been like pulling up something to look for the closest hotel nearby. And production, like they didn't have to air that in production, but I would have like put on a happy face while we were there, and as soon as they yelled cut, I'd be like, okay, Ryan, what time do you want me to come back tomorrow morning?
Exactly.
And the Uber would have been outside waiting for me. Ay, ay, ay. She does irritate the soul. Jesus. Oh my God, I wish I could join this discussion. I have lots to say. Well, just keep putting it in the chat. We love it. We love it. Um, Beth and TJ. Oh, okay. So this is the dinner where they invite Darcy over. Her best friend and the chick that was there was her sister.
That's the way I took it. Yeah.
Okay, and the sister's pregnant, I think, if I remember
Yes,
correctly.
that's what it looked like. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what it looked like. The way that Beth touched her belly. Yes.
Okay, alrighty. Um, and they're listening to the sister and the friend are there listening, and they're like, so how's the experiment going? Little softball questions. And then they're asking about like how they're getting along, and TJ keeps on saying friendship, 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 friendship. And Darcy's like, hold up a second. That's too much friendships for me. When's it gonna start being a relationship? And he had
Right.
a point. He had a point.
And then when
Um,
TJ said, "I care about her," he's like, "Darcy, I care about my dog." I was like, "Damn."
yes, yes. But TJ also said something that got Beth like doubting herself again, because she said his responses were concerning, and she says it's worrying her. Um, and she always lets it slide because she doesn't want to think about it. Mistake.
Yes.
Mistake. And I feel she's lying to us as well, because she came on here as the person who's never had a relationship before, but did one night stands or whatever, because she sure enough
Mhm.
wasn't a virgin, right?
Mhm.
And so she wants to prove that, well, obviously she can't find a boyfriend, but this experiment obviously knows what's best for her. And I think she's lying to herself in addition to us. Um,
What regard?
because I think she's shoving everything under the rug in every attempt to make this work. And this is not going to
Mm,
work because she should be listening to her gut.
right.
Her gut is telling her this is we're not connecting. He don't like me. Yeah, you like him, but he don't like me. And she knows it. And she's admitting to us that she is ignoring it. And the only
No.
reason I can see her doing that is that she's put so much faith into this experiment that they must know something that I don't. And obviously, I've never had a relationship. Mm-mm.
She's not letting him slack, and she's calling him out because she keeps asking him like, if you're not into me, just let me know. Like she
Mhm.
knows. But what it is, she wants confirmation from him that she's right. Because if she, in her mind, if she gives up and she's wrong, she could have lost out on something great. Which is why she wants him to tell her to give her peace of mind so she can move forward.
But she doesn't have to wait for him to verbalize that, because this man is not doing the things. He's not like making out with her like Alessandra said. How much you want to bet that after the commitment ceremony on Sunday, they went out to dinner and he came home, turned off the lights, and then dicked her down and then turned over and went to sleep. No foreplay, no nothing. that was their like romantic interlude that she thinks is building intimacy, and it's not, because he sat there and told her, well, I thought that's what you wanted.
Exactly.
And let me tell you, he
He's
wanted
all,
to
I
make
did it
me.
for you.
Mm-hmm. um no relationship before, but she's been outside, she's a city girl. Yup. Yup. I don't know. I'm very disappointed in him, but again, he has the same track record with Jamie. He was
Hmm.
friends with Jamie since teenage years, and last summer, like last year, right before this experiment, he goes to visit her, and all of a sudden he digs her down too, and that's it. TJ, you don't have a very good track record. It was cringe to hear, girl. It was. It was like, I don't know. I would be in jail if I was on this show. I would be poisoning people. I would be smothering people in their sleep. I would be putting glass in their bed. I don't know. Uh-uh. This is mm-mm. But then again, I am happily single. I am happily single. TJ is a serial reality star. He's been on Big Brother and Love Island. Poor Delulu Beth. Oh,
Oh,
oh, Deborah. For true. Shut up. So then, Paul is also somebody who's been on a couple of reality shows too, isn't it? Oops, wait.
yep. Big Brother 2 star joins. Oof.
What am I right about, Marsha? Because usually I'm not right. I'm delusional. Yes, child. Deborah, dig up and see what else Paul has been on, because I think his reality TV career is over. That explains everything. Yes, it does. It does. They're all here for a paycheck. Uh-uh. Okay, so who else we got? Okay, so we go back to Jackie and Ryan, and oh my God, I called it Dungeons and Dragons headquarters. I am so sorry, Ryan. I am insulting your home. I am proud of you, but I think you need to, ring up Merry Maids and have somebody come over there and clean up. Um, they are walking his dog. They fight over how he walks his dog. Jackie needs to stop. He said that dog was a rescue, and it took him a very long time to train the dog. We don't know what sort of trauma the dog went through, but you could tell that the dog, like, he has it on a very short leash, and the dog is, pulling. I feel like if he lets go of that leash, the dog is going to run away.
Hmm.
Nothing personal against Ryan. I think it's just the dog, right? So, she wants to walk the dog because she feels that the dog should be allowed to go and sniff around. It's not your dog. You don't know anything about that dog or its tendencies or anything like that. I am very wary of other people's animals, period, because I don't know the animal. And I thought it was very presumptuous of her to do that. To his credit, he does give her the lead and lets her take over, and she's just not listening to his instructions, and he's getting kind of like snarky with the instructions. And then he finally takes his dog back. Ryan, you should have never given her the dog. It would have saved us all a lot of
Right.
frustration. um I'm a dog owner of a rescue. You can't allow them to ever get off their routine. Ryan is completely valid. There you go. There you go. So I was just like, girl, stop. She can't help herself though. She really cannot help herself, and she will never find anybody to check all of her boxes. And she will continue to pick apart anything. Like she could have the most perfect human specimen in front of her, and she can't help herself. She will continue to nag and pick it apart until it runs away. She is the reason why she is not in a relationship. Period.
Exactly.
Um, we now go back to Beth and TJ, and they go out with two of his friends because obviously his family don't want to be on this show.
Right?
And his friends start asking questions. And Beth does not like the responses. So much so that she has to get up and go to the bathroom. And so when him and his friends are there by themselves and he can speak freely, it's, oh dear. He
All
needs to
wrong.
write leave. He needs like, and I think that's what Beth is
Excuse me.
trying to do. She's just like,
Mm-hmm.
let's just write leave and get off this show. And he's like, no, I need a paycheck. Wait, she's a maniac. She never been corrected as a child. Her fake crying got her out of trouble before. Yeah, I think she's been doing that her entire life. And I can see her doing that at beauty pageants as well. Because don't forget, she's a former Miss New Zealand. Um, I think it's TJ says he expresses that he's still trying to figure out whether he wants to have a relationship with Beth. And he said that in front of her. How I know that they are intruder um an intruder couple, but you've been there a while. You've been intimate with her. How are you thinking about whether you want to be in a relationship with her or not? I think he's just running out of excuses.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the friend asks, what does she have to do between now and the end of the experiment to get him there? And TJ responds, he can't see how we'll just snap and change completely. What? We saw Dave snap and change completely. Why can't you do it
Mm.
too?
Shut up.
Well, we did. Um, they ask him how he feels, and he says if he has to decide yes or no right now, it'll be a no because he's not completely comfortable. Why are you not completely comfortable? What is she doing that is not making you comfortable? I didn't like his answers.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Next we go to Rhea and Jeff. They're on their final date. Thank God we didn't see any more of them. We saw the first day and the last day. And they're so happy. He gives her a key to his apartment and he tells her, come over anytime. And she's like, oh my God, day or night? No, just joking. Um, but who cares at this point? They are so boring.
They
But
are, but they're needed.
they're needed, especially for this trashy show. Because if they can be the one and only success story for this season, Mazel Tov. Because this season has been trash. There's been like, have there been any like people go into other people's room? No, it was a failure. Okay, so Sierra and Adrian, they were trying to make that into a cheateration situation and it didn't
Mm-hmm.
work. They were trying to make Jackie and Jeff into cheating and it didn't work. This season sucks.
Yeah.
Next, we see Jamie and Dave. They're going over. So now he's moved into her apartment, and now he's taking her over to his sister, his half sister's house to introduce Jamie to his parents. Oh my God. How is he doing this? Like, this isn't just any old parent meetup. His
Right.
dad has severe cancer with tumors. The treatment wasn't going well. He's obviously been distracted by that. Why would you come on this show when your dad is so sick? But I digress. So they sit down at the table. Everybody loves Jamie. You know, she's sitting there, she's supporting him, and dad has great news. Dad says the treatments are finally working. He had three tumors. Um, Two have shrunk and one is gone completely. Is that what he said?
Yes.
And Dave looks stunned. So were they waiting till he did homestays to tell him this? I mean, I
Probably.
think this would be good news to share like as soon as it happens. But anyway, he dad only needs a couple more treatments, and they're thinking positively. Now this has been 4 years of this like stuff not working, and now it's finally working. So mazel tov to dad. What's his dad name? Howard.
I
Yes,
believe you're Howard.
mazel tov to Howard. We're happy. Dave is stunned. Um, But Jamie thinks that because she was introduced to his dad, it shows her that Dave is trying to turn things around. She feels optimistic and she's hopeful about the future with Dave. And my comment after that is Dave has beautiful teeth in comparison to his dad. And is that his mommy? As
No, that's his stepmother.
his stepmother. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that like she, did production tell her to say that? Because in my mind, that wouldn't have meant shit. I mean, yes, I'm very happy for Howard. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy for Dave because he still has his father for a bit longer. But that would not have shown me that Dave wants to turn things around. Or am I just being harsh? Where did Dave get his height from? Howard is only a few inches shorter than
Mm-hmm.
than than Dave. Jamie needs to trust her gut. Yep. Happy for Dave and his giant family. Yes, you saw the half sister was tall like Howard. Oh my God. Gotta love it. I wonder where they're originally from, though. Mm, I love me a tall man. Anywho, and we leave it off with Beth wanting direct answers from TJ, and they are sitting down having a chat at the table, which does not go well. One, I don't think she gets the answers that you keep saying she's trying to get, but
Mm-hmm.
that should be telling in of itself.
Agreed.
Anyway, I can't remember what else was at the end of the episode because it was a bootleg episode, and that's where it cut off for me, where they sat down to the table.
I
Did
think I think
anyone?
after that, if it's a conversation, basically, from what I remember, she wasn't completely satisfied with his answers. And if I
Mm,
remember, she was sitting there thinking like what to do from there. I
mm.
don't think anything. I don't recall anything else happening after that.
Okay, so I didn't miss too much. All right, so on to episode 32. This is a dinner party episode. Um, Jamie is so happy that Dave bought her a $400 perfume and she smells like rich people. Yay.
A waste of $400, but okay.
Shit, I'd take it. Since he didn't buy her anything for the whole season, remember? She said that she was the one who was doing all of that. He wasn't doing anything.
I guess for me, I would have gone jewelry. That's just where I gravitate to when you really mess up and you let someone down. I just gravitate to jewelry.
Yeah, but not on this show. Like the only person who got jewelry
That is
was
true.
um what's she name? The couple that we like that had the baby and got married, Jules and Cam.
Can't, yeah. That
He
is
gave
true.
her
You're
a
right. You're
bracelet.
right.
Yeah, these bitches
You're
don't buy
right.
jewelry for each other because they're really not on here to be a couple.
Fair.
Um, I guess Beth tries to talk with TJ again, trying to make this an issue. It's actually your favorite perfume? Oh my gosh. I'm glad she got something, you know? What's the name of the perfume? She didn't say it, but I saw it on something on one of those shows that give you all the dirt after the shows come on, and um, apparently it's a fancy dancy perfume that is $400. Well, I'm assuming 400 Australian dollars.
Right.
We would have to convert the calculation or something. I don't know. Um, let's see. Okay, so the cocktail hour. Let's just go straight to that.
So 250 in our money.
Two 250 ain't bad.
No.
He still needs to bring more though, because look, two teddy bears, two supermarket bouquets of flowers, and the perfume. So we'll be at $300.
Hmm.
Not good enough. Mm-mm. Um, hold on. Oh my God. In the car rides, in the car rides, Jackie was full on having a conversation with somebody. They weren't there, but she
Right.
full on. They made her look so crazy in her car ride. And then you see Ryan in his car singing what songs was he singing? All by
I don't know about.
myself.
Oh yes. And he was having himself a good time too.
Oh my god, he's really like this was the first time that I was with him on that. He was so like that's the happiest I've ever seen him. But she's coming into this tell all, not tell all. She's coming into this dinner party expecting an apology from him for how his friends treated her at the homestay because they all slammed her for her behavior and writing the letter and all the things that she put in the letter.
Hmm.
And they let her get there first. And this goes to show you that Jackie hasn't connected with any of these people on this show, including the girl.
Exactly.
She sat there and she told her story, and everybody was giving her a side eye. And when Ryan walked in, everybody greeted him. They did not shun him like how these people normally do. I was like, oh my God. Oh, poor dear. Ryan says he feels like a gladiator when he's walking in. Jackie was hoping that he would come slinking in or that the rest of the cast would turn on him. But they greet him. He says hi. And he even says hello to Jackie. He's not scared of her.
Yeah, but he said hello to her last though. That was hilarious.
Well, of course he is. Make her wait a little bit. Make her wait a little bit. Nobody believes her. That's true. Nobody believes her. Because they're used to her lies, though.
Right.
Um, they get inside to sit down, and Jackie wants to have a private chat with Ryan. So she wants to isolate him to give him instructions or something. Because
Yes.
you know that's what they normally spend their car ride doing.
Hmm.
But he says no. At the beginning of the dinner party, he says no. Um, and then I think Jeff instigates the interaction. And Ryan decides, okay, y'all want to know? I'm gonna tell y'all everything that happened on home stays. He started off with the beard. He then tells them everything about the flowers, her place, um, her fears of him not being able to make enough. Then they go down to his place, and then, about what she did. She reorganized, she complained, she wrote her list of to dos, and then the lunch with his friends. And it got heated, and everybody is just like, what? Y'all still arguing about your beard? Like, they didn't even get
Right.
past that.
They rolled the fact that they rolled their eyes had me crying. They're like, "Are you serious? That's it?"
Uh-huh. And Adrian made a point, and I hate when I have to say this, but he made a point. Every male at that table had facial hair. And Adrian said, it's your body, it's your choice. She needs to stop. She needs to stop. And she was kind of going between different emotions, like laughing and then almost crying and then sitting quietly and then looking angry. Like, she was running the gamut. It was kind of weird.
She was
Kind
trying to
of.
throw anything against the wall to see what was going to stick, and nothing was sticking.
Well, Jeff also piped up and said, you wrote in that letter stuff that if it was said to me, I would not be sitting here right now. You said that he's not good enough for you because he don't make enough money. And she's like, I didn't say that. And Jeff was like, I read the letter. You read the letter to me, and I read the letter. Yes, you did. And you hear poor Reed chiming in. Jeff doesn't lie. Girl, we all lie. We all lie. But thank you for standing up for your man. Um, but Jeff was there listening to everything she was saying, and everything was a lie. And everybody at the table knows it too, which is really sad. Really sad. Um, oh yeah. Jackie's in a corner right now. She's run out of options. She's losing control of Ryan, and the people at the table aren't on her side.
Hmm.
Um, let's see. What else happened? There wasn't, like, I don't think it really ended. I think they just changed the subject because they were irritated with her. And then they started picking on TJ and Beth. Um, and then that was a whole shit show in of itself because
Hmm.
she tells the table that they had sex again, and then what happened at the home stays about how he isn't sure if he wants to be in a relationship with her. Oof, it was not a good look. Not a good look. um she says that she thought that by him, again, she repeated again, by him having sex with her again, that his spiritual something was developing, and he feels like he's being attacked by everyone questioning him, and pretty eyes ain't working right now for him. What else? Oh, this is where he starts calling her darling.
Yeah.
And it became so condescending. But Jamie decides, like, every time he says darling, let's all take a drink. And then you see everybody having a drink every time, but darling, but darling, but darling. And when the experts started
Right.
drink, you know that argument wasn't worth shit if production had to do a drinking game to get us through it. So, oh, okay. Let's see what else happened. Oh, geez. What else happened?
I'm
Oh,
trying to
we
think.
saw Karina and Paul holding hands as if everything went well with their homestay. And Adrian and Athena, I think we're going well.
Mm-hmm.
Delusion land. Um, I think this is then when Jackie finally gets Ryan to go out into the lounge with her. And I think this is where she says some of the most hurtful things. Um, she starts in again about the apology. And when he shuts her down and he's like, no, she's like, I was being yelled at by your friends, and it really hurt me. And then she says, I was doing you a favor and giving him the opportunity to work on their relationship. And why can't you be great?
Yeah, why don't you
I
want to
don't
be
want to be
someone
great.
great? I was like, wow.
And then she, like, he's shocked, but I think that's when she like grabs a hold of him and like, was she crying again? It
She was
was
trying to
just
cry.
weird. But I love what he said. He said, when she said, I'm giving you an opportunity to be someone great, he said, that's okay. I love me. I love me, and I'm good with me. I'm paraphrasing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, like, if somebody tells you that, good on him for being able to come back and say that I'm okay with me. And then he's
Mm-hmm.
like, um, oh my God, he wants her to find her right person, someone who's perfect for her. And she sits there and she goes, there's nobody out there, or something like that.
Right?
Girl, what is your problem? I don't know. He's still in a separate room, right? At the Sky Suites, he's still in a separate room.
Yes.
He needs to double lock that door. And she stands up at the end and she's like, oh my God, I'm losing Ryan. What? What? Um, yes. Why doesn't he want to be great? Still here making tacos. I wouldn't mind some tacos. Do you make yours with Monterey Jack cheese? Oh my God. I'm hungry, y'all. Ryan grew up in this moment, proud of the kid. Yeah, it's about time. Um, and then at the very end, she says, um, I don't lose people, people lose me, or something like that. And I was listening to somebody on Instagram who like does breakdowns of body language and how people, like, what people say. He breaks it down, and he said that when she said this, he said that this was something that was calculated and meant for a meme or a product line, like she's going to make t-shirts out of it. I was like, oh, that sounds like Jackie, because she does have an
Mm-hmm.
online shop where she sells things. So I wouldn't be surprised if this does come up. And the thing about making, don't you want to be great? So yeah, they ended off the episode. I don't remember anything else that happened in it. Jackie was epic. Jackie was epic in her self destruction.
She can't help herself.
Is there anything that you want to comment on, or something that I might have missed? Because you remember these shows better than I do. This particular episode, I did not have notes.
So with this particular episode, it was focused. It was very. These last two are very TJ and Beth focused, with a sprinkling of Jamie and Dave. Yeah, I think we hit on everything because Jackie got her moment and not in the way she wanted.
But she still got a moment, and ultimately, that's a win for her.
True, but it doesn't make her look good.
No, but at this point, does she care?
True.
Honestly, this is getting kooky, but here we go. All right. So those are the two episodes. That was the week that was in Married at First Sight Australia recaps. Buckle up for Sunday. It's our first to last commitment ceremony.
Mm-hmm. No, this is the last one.
It is.
Yes.
Who do we think is going home?
Everybody but oh, you mean off of this week. Oh, sorry. I think they all stay.
Yes, we know that she's living with Clint. Oh, she's been dropping a lot of mess online. So do you believe her that she had a mental break? I think she see, here's the thing, Deborah. She lies so much. She lies so much. It's hard to believe what she says. However, I wonder because she has a law degree. I don't know if she got a license, but I know she got a legal degree. I wonder if she went on this show for the sole purpose of exposing it. That's what I'm wondering. Because she has filed a complaint with their legal muckety mucks against Channel 9 and Endemol Shine, the production company. And I don't believe a word she says. Well, the character that they painted her as, the oh my god, yeah, the way how they created her character on this show, it makes it hard to believe that she did have a mental break and that she would be isolated in a room crying and heavily medicated, as she says. You know, it is weird and it's hard to believe. And then you're seeing her with Clint, and Clint seemed rational, delusional, but rational. And now they are in a relationship together. But again, I thought he was a come up for her because she's living in an
Mm-hmm.
apartment with two other roommates. She's now
Right.
moving into a mansion with a very wealthy man who's on the verge of he's basically retired from golf. He is now doing his own private entrepreneurial ship, and she's tagging along with that. I wonder how long it's gonna last though. Y'all saw the video of her walking the dogs. She's trying to shade every chance she could get. Let one of them white fluffy dogs run away and see if Clint don't throw her out.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly why she was on the show, to shut them down. She even says she was trolling Ryan. Yup. Her laughter is very psychotic, but it's also to call attention to herself. She is craving attention and validation all the time, and it can get exhausting for a partner. But it looks like Clint just, like, he tunes things out. He, like, I feel like as a former golfer, he knows how to tune things out, compartmentalize, and have like honing in his focus on something so he can tune out Jackie, I feel. He might
Hmm.
be perfect for her. He might be perfect for her. And it really sucks that she came out on top with the millionaire former athlete, and she didn't deserve it. But I
True.
guess he desperately wanted a bed companion, so he got her. Great. Anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all we got. Come on back and join us again next week. We might have to change up the schedule a little bit, but stay tuned. Turn on your alerts. Marsha. Yes, Beavis and Butthead. I had to put that up there. So, guys, have a great weekend. Enjoy your friends and family. Stay safe and come on back and join us next week. The hell? Oh,
Y'all be
sorry.
good.
Now, watch all of your episodes and hit the when you subscribe, hit the alerts bell so that you're notified whenever we put up a show. Okay. So, guys, we're on our way out. Have a great weekend. Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we are good.
All right, guys. Until next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.